A new delivery service could be dropping off your packages by air.
Plus, a celebration that honored breast cancer survivors and allowed some students to let off steam. All this and more on this episode of Tech Tonight.
Hello and welcome back to Tech Tonight. I'm Camden Osborne.
And I'm Renata Pena.
War Memorial Gym is set to undergo new renovations starting in December. Additions will be made to the gym, including air conditioning, new fitness spaces, classrooms, and a bridge connecting it to Payne Hall. Last time War received major renovations, it was almost 27 years ago. And while students say the renovations are needed, the 18 to 24-month project will have significant impacts on campus functions. A temporary 40,000 square foot structure will be placed along Beamer Way. This structure will include 6 basketball courts, volleyball, and indoor soccer courts, and it is intended to keep student organizations, sports clubs, intramural play, and martial arts functioning without hindering McComas Hall. Additionally, McComas will extend its hours, opening at 5 a.m., and it will now be remaining open during holiday breaks. One student organization had a new way to celebrate Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Reporter Catherine Lutke explains how smashing a car helps spread awareness, raise money, and benefit students.
Thank you. I'm here in the drill field where Relay for Life is hosting the Car Smash for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. This event is raising funds for the American Cancer Society. Relay for Life is a national organization that hosts walks around the United States to raise money for cancer research. Virginia Tech has the largest collegiate Relay for Life team and has raised over $6 million over the past 10 years. Because of this, the members of the Relay for Life Club are extremely passionate, like Kira Dion, one of the fundraising co-execs.
I decided to join Relay for Life. I've been doing it since I was in 6th grade. Cancer has impacted my family and a lot of my family friends, so it's a cause that I'm really passionate about, and I relay for hope, I relay for a cause, and I realize so that no one else has to go through some of the things that I've been through.
The car was donated and painted pink to raise awareness for breast cancer. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Students walking by could buy swings to let off some steam. This event is one of many small fundraising events that Relay will be hosting leading up to their big race on April 10th. This is Catherine Lutke reporting from the drill field from Tech Tonight.
History was made in the town right next door to us. Christiansburg, Virginia launched the first commercial drone delivery service in the U.S. The company Wing started the new service called The Nest, with its headquarters right inside the New River Valley Mall. 3 lucky families in Christiansburg got the chance to be part of this historic day. One received a package from Blacksburg's local sweet spot, Sugar Magnolia. The other got the first ever e-commerce delivery by the drone via FedEx. And lastly, one family received a package from Walgreens. Wing will continue to test the drones around the New River Valley and eventually hopes to roll out product to anyone who wants it. New restaurants are entering the Blacksburg community. We have Abby Coleman in the studio with the details of this story. Abby, what can we expect from the new businesses?
Well, Renata, this past summer, 2 staple restaurants downtown closed down. Poor Billy's and Big Al's of downtown Blacksburg both shut down with pretty much no explanation why, besides a sign on the door stating that they were under new management. Now, a couple months later, 2 new restaurants are scheduled to open. The first is owned by the owners of El Rodeo in Blacksburg. It's going to be a taco bar called Centro Taco Bar. The taco bar will serve drinks, quesadillas, burritos, and have a salsa bar in addition to all of the tacos. Downstairs where Poor Billy's was, a new Korean barbecue restaurant is also set to open. This barbecue restaurant will be called Mix Mix Korea. Now, it's unclear when exactly these new restaurants will open, but they're expected to open sometime after the new year. And speaking of food in Blacksburg, Virginia Tech students had the opportunity to try some tasty food on campus. Reporter Hannah Shore has more about this unique takeover event.
Virginia Tech Dining Services is having their first food truck takeover here at Diedrich Plaza with Chef Moritz. On October 22nd, Virginia Tech Dining Services treated their students to a tasty event. A highly experienced chef at Turner's Place took over one of the multiple active food trucks on campus. Students lined up as Chef Moritz cooked up a one-of-a-kind meal behind the scenes.
Caramel chicken and caramel pork banh mi, which is, for lack of a better term, a Vietnamese sub. And it has a slaw that has cilantro, carrots, and cucumbers in it. We have a marinated cucumber salad and a couple of spring rolls.
Multiple students as well as employees took time out of their busy schedules to try out the tasty meal. One of Dining Services student employees commented on what it means to work for VT.
Being able to switch things up and give things new to the students is always a super cool experience because everyone is just super excited about it, and I love meeting people now.
Virginia Tech is known for their top-notch dining services, but with events like these, it's clear to say that their hospitality goes above and beyond as well. Reporting from Dietrich Plaza, I'm Hannah Shore from Tech Tonight.
Frank Shushuk, Senior Associate Vice President for Senior Affairs at Virginia Tech, will be taking over as the university's Interim Vice President for Student Affairs when Patty Perillo steps down. Perillo will be taking over the same position at her alma mater, the University of Maryland, in January. During her time as Interim Vice President, Perillo faced some critiques from students due to staff resources in the Culture and Community Centers at Virginia Tech. These centers include the Black Cultural Center and the LGBTQ+ Resource Center. Perillo and Shushuk will continue to work closely to ensure a smooth transition before her departure. Virginia Tech Television had a wonderful opportunity to sponsor the Media Network panel. Reporter Shanna McCool attended the event and shares how it benefited the students.
Aspiring journalists, Tech Tonight, and Women in Sports Media teamed up to put together a professional media career panel. The event was designed to give students an overview of different careers and help them to better prepare for the future. The panel offers Virginia Tech students the opportunity to hear from a wide variety of people in different careers in media. Some of the professionals included a photographer, a producer, and a reporter. The students were able to listen to the professionals' present and past experiences in the workplace. Following the panel, students had the opportunity to network and ask questions. One of the members of Aspiring Journalists provided an overview of the event.
We're Aspiring Journalists, Women in Sports Media, and VTTV. We're all basically teaming up to have a panel of people where they have a variety of people in different fields, so photography and reporting and stuff like that, and radio, stuff like that. So we're basically associating this panel in order to give advice, also connections for students to help each other. Have more ideas on the media industry, what they do, and how they work it.
Distinguished guest Nikki Giovanni provided advice for the students to help them better prepare themselves for a career. The Media Career Panel informs students about the many careers in media and the pathways they can take to get there. Reporting from New Classroom Building for VTTV, Shanna McCool.
That was such a great event, and we really hope that everyone who attended learned a lot. But we now turn our attention to the weather forecast. Lizzie, what can we expect from the weather this weekend?
Well, first, Camden, it's the end of daylight savings this Sunday, November 3rd, so make sure you turn back those clocks an hour. Hi, I'm meteorologist Lizzie Mahan, and I've got your weekend weather forecast. We're expecting a little bit of rain coming in Friday that will lead us to a bright and sunny weekend. The high on Friday is 57 degrees, and the low is 35 degrees. On Saturday, we're going to see about the same conditions, with the high being in the lower 50s and the low in the lower 30s. However, on Sunday, we will see the sunshine all day long, but make sure you still wear those coats. The high will be in 51 degrees and the low will be 31 degrees. So while it may be a bit colder this weekend, we will still see sunshine. Back to you guys in the studio.
A special spa day was held at Virginia Tech, only this time it was for dogs. Students at the Virginia-Maryland College of Veterinary Medicine held their biannual community dog wash. Dogs from all over the community were washed on a first-come, first-served basis for only $10. For a small additional cost, pups could also receive nail trimmings and get their ears cleaned. Dogs were required to be at least 5 months old and have proof of their current vaccinations, including the rabies vaccine. Proceeds from the event will go towards the college's chapter of the Student Veterinary Medical Association, a professional organization for Doctor of Veterinary Medicine students.
I think it's so cool that they put on this dog wash, honestly, with the nail cuts and the ear cleaning.
I know, they had the full fix going on. Makes me miss my puppy at home a little bit.
I know, I really hope that they raise this money that they need.
Exactly. Well, that wraps up this episode for us for Tech Tonight. Make sure you stay connected with us and other Virginia Tech television shows by following VTTV33 on Twitter and Instagram.
But stay tuned for a special segment where I interview the homecoming queen making history at Virginia Tech. Plus, we'll give you a sneak peek of the new Off the Record with Maddie Dempsey episode, where she sits down with a football player to interview and discuss his trials and triumphs.
Thank you again, and we'll see you next time on Tech Tonight.
So how does it feel to be the first Latina homecoming queen for Virginia Tech?
When you ask me that question, the first thing that runs through my mind is every person that has supported me through this entire process. Every person that said you can do it, every person that said don't doubt yourself. It's a huge community. I can't emphasize that enough, and And I don't even think about myself when you ask me that question. I think about everyone else. And I mean, it's surreal, and I'm so lucky to be a part of history and the community that has really built me to be who I am.
That definitely was one of the lowest times of my life, and I think just my family and my beliefs and my friends kind of helped me together and made sure, you know what I'm saying, I kept doing what I was supposed to do and staying strong and true to myself.